Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jason Martinez, and I figured this would be the best way to share the latest on my health journey, which has been obviously full of ups and downs and rough moments and good moments as well. But where I am now is I was declared in October, late October, NED, which means no evidence of disease. I didn't have any cancer show up on my CT scans, MRIs, and also pathologically after having a flexigmoidoscopy procedure done. Had a couple of blood tests and CT scans since then, and then recently had some blood work done about 3 weeks ago, and all my blood came back fine, with the exception of what is called CEA, carcinoembryonic antigen, which is a marker in your blood that tends to be prevalent with colorectal cancer patients. It's not extremely reliable. Mine was very high at diagnosis, way above normal. Then after chemotherapy, it had dropped to just above normal. After chemotherapy and radiation, it was in the normal range. And then in October, it was at 3.6 and normals between 1.5 and 4.5. Recently, there was a spike in my CEA that went to 13. My oncologist wasn't overly concerned with it because it's not a definitive test and it can be caused by other factors. But we did move up scans, my MRI, and my next flex sigmoidoscopy as part of the watch and wait protocol. Scans and the MRI both came back unchanged. But I did have a flex sigmoidoscopy last Friday with my surgeon, Dr. Pecky at Penn. And unfortunately, and I'm bummed to report this, she did find a 4-centimeter mass in my colon, a tumor. I have been experiencing quite a bit of symptoms that I've maybe talked about on the podcast or on the radio about my lack of energy. And now it all kind of makes sense. So with this news of having this newfound 4 centimeters of mass and kind of thinking you're at the end of the fight and now still in the fight for your life, what's the plan moving forward? So the plan is that I'm going to have surgery, something I was trying to avoid, which is why I was in watch and wait, but always knew it was a possibility. And that possibility is now reality. I will have a resection surgery coming up on the 23rd of this month. So in just about 11 days, I'll be in the hospital for anywhere from 4 to 5 or 6 days as they resect part of my colon. I will have a temporary alostomy bag, and I will have that reversed in 6 to 8 weeks after that, and they'll reconnect my plumbing. But it's obviously humbling. It's part of the fight. I'm more prepared now for the surgery as opposed to when I had just finished treatments, if we would have done it then. Good news is there's no what's called adjuvant care after the surgery. So I don't have to have any chemo or radiation after. And the surgery's intent is curative, to be 100% cured. And the reoccurrence numbers speak to that. The rate of reoccurrence in watch and wait is more than a coin flip. With surgery, it's about 2%. So I'll have the surgery. I'll go through the recoveries, multiple of it, and I will be deemed cured. Where I could never get to that before, I could only get to NED, which is no evidence of disease. So for that, I do look forward to it. And my protocols after will change as well, as opposed to going every 3 months for scans and a flex sigmoidoscopy. I will go to 1 year from the surgery to have a colonoscopy, 3 years from the surgery to have another colonoscopy, and then 5 years from the surgery. So 1, 3, 5. So the monitoring period is much less because of the removal of that part of the colon. It may come with some quality of life changes. We're just not sure yet. I don't know that yet. Everybody's different and how they handle a reconnection. We'll see how I do with it. So I thought it'd be easier to explain that here. I will be out the week of the 23rd because I will be in the hospital that week Monday with the surgery, and then the remainder of that week. And I'm going to try and be back for that next Monday with Meltzer a week later. And I may have to work from home or as I recover and do as much as I can. I am not going to, I know people are probably going to put in the comments, just take all the time you need, take some time off. That's not the way I operate. I want to work. I love what I do for a living. So I will be back, maybe in a limited capacity at first, but I will be back upon release from the hospital, and the surgery recovery will begin. So just wanted to let everybody know that. One last thing I want to mention as well, and I appreciate everybody's prayer support throughout this entire journey. And that word is very applicative here, because my wife and I, and she goes through this with me in a slightly different way as a caregiver and has to take care of me and has been awesome for me. We have decided that we are going to launch a podcast live video show called The Journey, where we're going to focus on people's journey through medical situations, through other challenges of life, and have guests on and do the whole thing. So that'll be coming up soon. We're hoping to maybe get the first episode done before my surgery on the 23rd. So look forward to that. So yeah, me and the wife will be doing content together. So that should be interesting unto itself. But everybody, thanks for listening. I appreciate all the support, and we'll keep fighting.